When I was a younger teacher, particularly as a native speaker, I was really paranoid about grammar because I felt like most of my students knew more about grammar than I did. Okay, I would teach these Italian kids and they'd go, Hugh, is this the subjunctive? The what? The subjunctive, is this the subjunctive? Ooh. Maybe. No, I don't know what you're talking about. Leave me alone. I've just started teaching. And I was kind of keeping one step ahead of the students by memorising the grammar notes at the back of Headway and basically repeating it and students going, wow, you know everything. Survive another day. And one day I had this class and they had problems with the present simple, okay? Now I would just look at this and say present simple, it's pretty simple, it's in the present, there's a third person S, don't worry about it, you'll learn it as you go along, okay? Most of what you see on the board will be in the present simple, relax. This group kind of kept making mistakes with things and they'd say it's very difficult, why it's simple, it's not present complicated. So I thought I'd better make sure I understand the present simple. So I went home and I read 3 different grammar books and I found 14 different uses of the present simple, okay? I mean, now I just think generally, usually, always. That's all it means, really. But I found, rule number 1, to talk about things that are always true. Water boils at 100 degrees. Rule number 2, on and on and on. And so, like an idiot, I copied these sentences down and I went into class early the next day and I wrote all 14 of them on the board. Okay, and the students kind of come into class like, morning, morning. Ooh, something bad's going to happen today. And, I'm going like, do you remember you guys were worried about the present simple? Okay, don't worry, I've researched it, okay? We'll talk about every possible use of them. And so the first rule here is, can you see what's happening here? This is talking about things that are always true. Mm-hmm. Okay, by the time I got to about number 3, the students' eyes were kind of going, they're starting to nod off. And by the time I got to number 5, the Italian guy who'd told me that he was worried about the present simple just went, Hugh, please, stop, please. What do you want me to do with this information? And it was like, what do I want you to do with this information? Well, I guess I want you to listen to it, remember everything and never make any mistakes with the present. Well, it's not going to happen, is it? What am I thinking? I'm really sorry for doing this to you. Let's just clean the board and move on. And that was one of those moments where I thought trying to do everything at once and trying to give too much information at once wasn't a sensible thing to do. And thinking always about what do you want to do with this information. So that was a good lesson for me. Another one where